YouTube? Welcome to another What's the Play video here on the Lords of Limited channel. My name is Ethan, also known as LordTupperware. Before we dive in to this deck and situation, please go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's the best way to help grow our channel. Give us a little thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section. All of that really helps to grow our channel as we are diving into YouTube content. Now, on to the deck. Here we've got a little spicy Sultai number here. Black-green, splashing 3 blue cards, Eutropia, Atris, Oracle of Half-Truths, and Shimmerwing Chimera. Couldn't stay away from the Chimera with double Omen of the Dead. That's quite a nice little combo here. Nessian board, double Acolyte of Affliction, Woe Strider. The power is there. The fixing is available to us. Even with what we've got going on in terms of carry-added double Omen of the Hunt, we are running 18 lands just to make sure we hit our sources on time. Treacherous Blessing as well, more card draw, Funeral Rites, etc. Powerful deck. Now, here we go. Diving into game 1 of this match against our opponent. Let's run through what's been happening so far. So they've stumbled on mana. As you can see, it's turn 6. They only have 4 lands in play. We dropped a, or what I should say is we offered a trade on the previous turn with their Nightmare Shepherd. Right, we attacked in with Eutropia, Piper, and Atris into their Shepherd. They put Shepherd in front of Eutropia. We dropped a couple Omens as 2 tricks to pump up the Eutropia, 1 to find a land, and then 1 for no value as there were no creatures in our graveyard. So we got the Shepherd off. And then with our Atris, our opponent gave us a split of Agonizing Remorse face up versus Inevitable End and Omen of the Dead. And considering they were stuck on lands, I opted to take the Agonizing Remorse, figuring that like they had some stuff to protect. And sure enough, that was when they were stuck on 3. And then the following turn, they dropped Nightmare Shepherd. So this is going to be the turn here where we're going to go ahead and deploy this Agonizing Remorse. So I'll let you folks check out what they've got going on. And oh my god, so many cards. We've got Archon of the Falling Stars, Captivating Unicorn, Nyxborn Courser, Revoke Existence, Triumphant Surge. Now, given what's going on here, it does feel like, and I can exile the Nightmare Shepherd with Scavenging Harpy to take out the Nightmare Shepherd so that Archon of the Falling Stars is less good, but you know, they've still got a couple other things that they can get value from. And more importantly, I don't really know how I'm going to deal with the 4/4 flyer once the dust settles. Now, I do have a second Omen of the Dead, so I can get back Eutropia, right? I've got my 2 Acolyte of Affliction, so Eutropia and Scavenging Harpy, getting stuff in the air seems like the way I'm going to win, and the way I'm going to get stopped, or the way that plan is going to be stopped, is going to be by Archon of the Falling Stars. So that's what I opted to take here. We'll follow up with, I believe, an Acolyte, just as it's a little more mana efficient, and I can grab Eutropia here. So yeah, we get land, bend, and we're going to grab Eutropia out of our hand. Oh no, sorry, grab Omen of the Dead to get back Eutropia. Get a little more scry value, pips for our Catoblepas, etc. So ship it back over to our opponent. Now, it's important to note that they left back Transcendent Envoy last turn so that we couldn't attack with Atris, which has Menace. So we'll see what our opponent does here. And let's open up that revealed zone just because we know what they've got going on. So we're going to go through here. And now our opponent attacks with Envoy and does nothing, and just sends it back over to us. Swamp is the draw. We'll play that. And now I'm going to do a little pause here because we've got quite a bit of things that we can do with the turn. I don't think any one thing is correct. You know, we've got a lot of mana to work with here. So I'll give a pause here for folks if they want to click the pause button and think about what they do with the turn. So for starters, let's talk about how we're going to plan out the plays for the turn. What I want to do is I want to Omen of the Dead back Eutropia. I want to play Eutropia, and I want to Omen of the Hunt to get a counter on something. Now let's keep in mind this Triumphant Surge. So we're going to want to keep all of our creatures under 4 power, especially while they're holding up this mana, because we're going to get to choke them on it. So let's start there with casting Omen, getting back Eutropia, playing Eutropia, and then playing Omen. And so now that we're here, I'm going to do another pause because where we put this counter and what our attacks are going to be are important. And the one piece of information that I alluded to earlier that I think we want to throw out there is that last turn our opponent left this envoy back. They recognized that they could double block Atris and the first strike would kill it. So they left these back to ensure that I couldn't attack with Atris. Now this turn, they've decided they don't care about that. They've decided, I want to get in for 1 point of damage. I want to trade 1 point of damage for 3 points of damage. Does that make any sense? No. And we know about 4 of the 5 cards in their hand. And 4 of the 5 cards in their hand don't matter for that instance. Now, they might think that we're going to, Omen back Eutropia, trigger it. They knew about Omen in our hand. They knew about Eutropia in the yard. They know we have Atris. Maybe they're hoping we're going to pump up the volume on Atris and forget about Triumphant Surge. But I'm not dumb. I'm not going to do that. So what could the last card in their hand be? It really has to be Omen of the Sun. That's the only thing that makes sense to me of why they would not attack with Envoy last turn and now are attacking with it this turn. So what I do is use the Omen of the Hunt, go ahead and grab a land, use the Eutropia trigger to put a counter on the Piper, so that's going to launch it into the air. And then I get an attack with this, past the 2/1 first striker. I can attack with Acolyte because if they flash in Omen, it doesn't matter. I'm fine to trade this with, the 2/1 and a 1/1 or let them chump or whatever. And then I don't attack with Atris. So attack with the Acolyte, attack with Piper, don't attack with Atris. Because I've got this read that Omen of the Sun has to be the card that they're holding up here. And sure enough, whoa, in they come, 2 1/1s into play. So using the context of what happened on a previous turn, like our opponent deciding, hey, I know I need to leave this back because of this, and now deciding that they're okay to trade that 1 point of damage for 3, even with us having near perfect information, I think the read has to be on Omen of the Sun, and attacking with Atris there would have been disastrous. Hope you enjoy. Catch you next time.